Raod Mutant are back with a brand new EP, The Red Zone Tapes, Vol 1. I'll tell you, dagnam it's as windy as a mother father out there. Right, so any of you guys who have been paying attention to the channel might remember a video that I did way back at the beginning of the year for Raod Mutant. This was one of my first, other than Corrosia, the only unsigned band review that I did, and at the time they released Back to the Green Zone, a 4-track EP of old school thrashers fudge crossover. Not only did it have that old school thrash vibe, but it also had elements of death and doom and hardcore thrown in as well. And they've just released a 2-track EP, Red Zone Tapes Vol 1. And this time, rather than hearing my god-awful musical descriptions and awful voice, I did a lot of singing on the Slipknot video. Apparently people weren't a fan. Very hurtful. Because this time you can hear it for yourselves, because as you would have heard in the intro, I actually have permission to use the music. Let's now return to that song for a particularly meaty section. Fair to say they've been doing pretty well this year and have been touring in support of their EP. They'll also be playing the Upsurge Festival on August 17th. That's a Saturday, I believe. And on top of all of this, they've caught the attention of one particular thrash god, a Mr. Gary Holt. He's in Exodus and Slayer. I know, mate. Gary Holt himself actually gave the band a shout out, and you can see the video for that on the band's Facebook page. Link in description. Not quite as good as a review by the Free Man, but not bad, guys. The Free Man? Let's quickly go back to Red Zone Rippers and check out the outro. Look out for the Slayer-esque dive-bombing guitar solos. Red Zone! The band have once again recorded with Sam Thredder of Crow's Nest Studios and mixed and mastered it with Arthur Rizk for that old school thrashers fudge production style that works so well for this style of music. Well, it is thrashers fudge. Sam Thredder and Arthur Rizk were the guys they worked with on the previous EP. But we're here to talk about this EP, and let's look at the next track, Becoming Dead. as far as actually hearing this music yourself, all of this stuff is available on streaming services. Or perhaps you'd like to put your hand in your pocket and support the band, you twat. Bring it down a bit. I'm sorry, I just feel very strongly about this. Nothing wrong with that, just different methods. You can also go directly to their Bandcamp page, buy the digital format, or they're selling it on that old school thrash format of preference, the humble cassette tape. If you go to the Nuclear Family Records website, I believe that you can purchase them there. They're very limited though. Let me just see. There's 25 red, which it says band exclusive. I'm not sure what, don't know if does that mean only the band can have them, or I don't know. 25 in green and only 10 in purple. I think they're like a $5 each, so, They did actually offer to send me one, and I forgot to reply, so that was good of me, wasn't it? So, these are bloody good tunes. Speaking of bloody good tunes, let's get back to Becoming Dead, where things are speeding up.
It's a graveyard, running circumstances. Let your focus integrate, frozen in time, before they blow apart. Human ashes, thorns on the breeze, as the beating wave of death lifts roots of the trees. It's a wide-awake nightmare, a man-made land based on the flare. You have the threats, so they thought, till we rose from the dust during fight and war. Our minds now free to decide, the shackles of our minds are just aside.
Now, if you haven't already, make sure that you go back and check out my Back to the Green Zone review that I did. I'll put the link up there or down in the description, whatever. Make sure you go and check that one out, because I did go into the band's history a little bit more in there. I've kind of steered clear of it for now because I couldn't be bothered. But even more importantly, make sure you go and check the band out yourselves. Make sure you just go over to Bandcamp, Spotify, buy the tape, whatever it is. Just go and check them out, because I think you're going to enjoy this band a lot. Old school Thrasher's Fudge crossover with a modern twist. Seriously, it's getting tougher and tougher for bands to be able to support themselves nowadays with the way things are, so any way you can support, go and do it. Make sure you check them out. Before my final words, let's take a look at the outro for Becoming Dead. So, that's the band. Hope that's given you enough of a taste to want to go and check it out yourself. It's always nice when I can actually use music for a change rather than having to drivel on about it needlessly. The last thing I wanted to say, originally this band was brought to my attention by a guy called DJ Vapor. And I know that originally he wrote a piece about the band. I'm not sure if I think it's on Metal Noise? Yes, I think it's on the Metal Noise website. I put a link for the description in the previous one. He's also done a review for this 2-track EP as well, so I'll put a link in the description for that. So if you are watching DJ Vapor, thank you very much for pointing this band out to me. Great band, great band. I've told you before, the improvisation doesn't work, you just don't have the skill. So yes, Raod Mutant with Red Zone Tapes Vol 1, great music. Check it out, awesome stuff, you're going to love it. And I think it's high time that I really did start getting this unsigned band reviews on the go. I mean, I am trying to do it, I'm trying to do a lot of other stuff. Just get off my back, alright? Get off my back! So, that was that, and what is next? Well, I still want to do a review for N Minor. That's Phil Anselmo's, what he called Depression Core, I think that's what he named it as, I'm not sure. But it's a very sort of folky, mixed with sort of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds mixed with The Cure. Very 80s, kind of old school, Mark Lanegan. How many more people can I fucking... Anyway, it's a project called N Minor. He's released 2 tracks from it, so I'm going to try and get the review out for that. Also, we've got, The Contortionist with Our Bones, a 4-track EP. And next week, we've got Killswitch Engage with Atonement. We've got King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with Infect the Rat's Nest. And also, we've got OCs with Face Stabber. How harsh is that? If you haven't already, make sure you go and check out my review of the latest Slipknot album. I've just put out a review for the latest Tool single for Fear Inoculum. And yeah, as I said, there's plenty coming up. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment, make sure you hit that fucking bell icon. I'm sure people aren't getting notifications. The views are going down on these videos, man. They really are. I've got more subscribers now than ever, but nobody's watching the fucking shit. I know it's not your fault. You haven't got the wherewithal.